Okay, well, we're back here again at the office. Restart it again. Alright, I've been doing everything you've been telling me to do. Do I follow the line now, or do I just keep going on my own?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
You want me to wander off? Well, fine. Let's. I can't even go through it. I'm just trying to find the meeting room. All right.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
How?
Go
It's
wild.
this again.
Use
How is this
your
happening?
Imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm
How
ready for
in
it.
the world did this is okay? Okay, no, I'm just gonna follow.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just ignoring the line. Sorry, line, you're not here. I'm ignoring you right now. We're just happen to be going the same direction. You know, it's you're not here. I'm just going my own way, and oh, goodbye. Well, all right. So we're back in. Okay, where are we now?
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
All
How
right.
important
Well, this is
we
definitely
mustn't
different, at
squander
least.
the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
All right. So
Let's
I
do it.
know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Sure.
And that in turn
Can
means
you
that our
sort it out
destination
soon? I'm getting kind of dizzy.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Getting
so
really
starting
dizzy here.
from the right, let us ask,
Ugh, not feeling good.
Door lead us to where we're going? And since the
Ugh,
answer is
come
clearly
on,
yes,
just figure it
then
out. Can
by
I stop
all
walking in
accounts,
circles now?
The door on the right is the correct
Can I
one.
stop, please?
Another victory for logic.
Let's get this
Come,
sorted.
Stanley. Our destiny.
Oh,
awaits.
please, just figure it out. Oh, thank you. Oh. All right, let's just head on.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
What is this? Confusion ending?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game
Been playing for 16 minutes?
times?
Wait, what?
That's really how all this goes?
How many times did we
It's all
restart already?
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I
Nonsense
restart
philosophy
again.
music.
Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't
Forgets
want to
about for your
forget?
tree starts.
My mind goes blank simply
Find the
because
line
it's
again.
written here on this thing.
Wander in
Wall.
blackness. Find a bookstore.
Well, who consulted me?
Get bored
Why
and
don't I get to
leave.
decide? Why don't I get a say in all of
Narrator
this?
is gone,
it really-
and after a long time. Wait, what?
No, it
After a
can't
long
be.
time, Stanley
I don't want
dies?
it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
I don't
want to be
I don't
trapped
want it
like
to restart
this.
either.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Ugh, thank you.
And the timer stopped?
Uh-oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Are we free?
Whatever it is that made this schedule?
We're free,
How
right?
would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I'm worried about this part.
So, okay.
Don't leave.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way
Just don't
that
leave.
this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Just
Well, in the meantime...
okay. Wait, what? What was that? We've restarted again. It's forced us into another restart. Okay. Alright. Back at the office. Same time as always. I'm afraid to step outside. I'm afraid. If I do what I'm told, I get restarted. And if I don't do what I'm told, I get restarted. I always end up back here in the end. I don't want to end up back here in the end. Maybe if I stay, I'll never leave. Right? I'm gonna step out carefully. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So the meeting
No
room.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. So, okay. This time we'll... might actually try to just get to the meeting room. Maybe we'll do it right this time. You know, no problems. Alright. Okay,
When
alright,
Stanley
things are back
came
to
a
normal.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, I will go on the one on the left. We are going to get to the meeting room. This time. We'll actually get there. Finally, maybe, hopefully.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard. Okay, well, seems we've actually made it to the meeting room, so we can progress. Oh. Targets. Push for funding of R&D of new coffee machine. Standard grass 40 times wide. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Oh dear. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Okay. Rate of increase in grass per slide. Okay. What do people want? People want things. People want money. People want more money. Things, but with money to buy. More things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Alright. Like, James, you are fired. What was that one? Can't read it. Happy... I can't read that other word. I actually can't read it. Bi-quarterly and post review. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water cooler heaters. Chart needs to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Okay, alright. Work harder, hard worker. Alright, well. I guess we go to the boss's office now? Alright. Oh, broom closet. Chris, are you in here? Chris? Hello?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, is Chris in here? Chris? Why was Chris in here? Why did Chris
There was
find
nothing
this
here. No
fascination
choice to
with being
make,
in here?
no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, maybe I want to be here. Chris liked it in here. You know, I'm staying. Chris liked it in the broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Maybe, well, you know, Chris, like I say, Chris enjoyed it in here for some reason.
Still in the broom closet?
Yes, I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm having fun in here. Look, there's a mop bucket. I'm having fun with the mop bucket.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, Chris was in here. Why was Chris in here?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Nope, I'm gonna tell him I'm getting the broom closet ending, and it is going to be my favorite ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He
Wait,
probably only got the
you
job
take that
because of
back.
a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, the hookers aren't bad. Wait, what? No. You're just putting... What are you doing to me
I've
here?
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of
Not
before
dead
it begins
yet.
to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
You... Fine. Fine. I'm going out. Fine.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
So you think I'm someone else now?
Coming
Fine.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know what? You sassed me too much in the broom closet. I'm going downstairs. Forget it. No, I'm going down. This is where I'm going.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a
Actually, that's a
competitive
good
economy,
point.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers
Wait,
blinking
hang on.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
going in
he began
circles
to make
again.
other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors
you're right. Where's my
close
feet?
automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that
Who's doing
matter,
that?
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
This can't
At
be real.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
That's
This
it.
is all
That's
a
what this is.
dream.
It's all a dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
I'm flying.
ground. Then he
Oh, yeah, I'm
imagined
flying.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was so much fun, and Stanley marveled
I'm
that
having
he
a
had still
blast
not
with
woken up.
this.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's a really good
Now,
question,
the voice
actually.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking
Whoa.
about how it's describing my
We're getting way
thoughts.
too meta here.
And while
Way
he thought it
too
all
meta.
very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his
Can
life.
I be? The rooms are
Now,
repeating.
hearing the voice
How is
speak
this
those
happening?
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
It's gotta
Did
be a
the voice
dream.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah,
This voice
exactly.
was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
This is my dream.
So he
I'm in
closed his
control of
eyes
everything
gently,
here.
And he invited himself to wake up. He
Alright.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Oh yeah. Now I'm
the
okay,
fresh
now I'm
air
comfy.
of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through
Okay,
with this
yeah.
dream.
Alright.
I wish it to be over.
I
Let me
want
go
this
back to
I
my
want this dream to
job.
be over. I'm gonna wake
Let me
up
continue
back in
pushing
my
the
bed.
buttons. Please.
Am I married?
It's all
Am
I want.
well, I'm just gonna
I
wake up
want
back
my
in my bed.
apartment and my wife
Oh, I am married.
and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
Yes.
will be fine.
Alright. So
I
let's
am okay.
wake up now. We'll be at home and this nightmare will be not over. I'm still here. Why am I still here?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Someone help me, please! No!
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.